You know what we're doing?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. But we're gonna play.
This is off to a great start.
This looks good. So where do we look?
Whee!
I'm sweating. All right. Hello, everyone!
Yes!
We're here because you know why?
Yes! Hopefully you're reading the title of this either video or podcast on Spotify.
Hopefully.
Yes.
And hopefully you see that it is called
Pass the Salt!
It's back, baby!
Yes! Let's go!
I'm so excited. So, Salt and Light Youth Ministry, that's who we are.
Mm-hmm.
We are a nonprofit organization in Pennsylvania. We provide events and resources for students and for youth leaders. And one of our resources has been this podcast, Pass the Salt, where we share like wisdom and encouragement and insight and behind the scenes looks at some of the creative arts pieces that we do. All that to say, Pass the Salt has been a lot of fun, but it took a hiatus for a while. But it's back.
Yes, it is.
And I'm so excited, you guys, because we have someone so wonderful who's going to share the table of Pass the Salt. And this is, of course, the one and only Hope.
Hello, hi, my name's Hope Nisley. I am a freshman at Messiah University. I'm an ed major, which just means education.
Oh, good, you're not majoring in ed.
No, it's education. It's just a short little abbreviation there for it. But yes, so that's this was my first summer serving with Salt and Light, and it was incredible. Learned a lot of really cool things, like how to wrap a cord properly. I thought I knew, and I in fact did not. So I learned, still have not learned how to wrap a ratchet strap though. So still working on that one, but we've got some time. So, especially with lots of events coming up, I'm sure I have plenty of time to figure that out. So, but yes.
If you don't know me, my name is Chrisanna. I also work at Salt and Light Youth Ministry, and Hope has been such a wonderful addition to our team. So the way we operate, if you're not familiar with us, is we have 3 full-time staff members, and then we have a team of interns. They mostly do their work of interning at our ministry June, July, and August, but also throughout the school year as well. And so we love operating as a family, as a team. And when Hope joined the team, you brought so much energy and like excitement and enthusiasm that Salt and Light needed, I think. So you definitely filled a space and still do that we need. And one of her passions is like talking and sharing information, and an education major, that's the perfect fit for you because you are a teacher at heart. So she's gonna journey with us, with me and anyone else who joins us here to talk about a lot of different things. We have some really exciting things up our sleeves.
We do.
For Pass the Salt.
And one quick thing before we move along, if you think that God is calling you to fill a space at Salt and Light, you can go to snlym.com and fill out an application and submit it. They are due February 14th. So that deadline is coming up quick. So submit your applications, and we'll see how the Lord works in the team that will be. So
We do something called
Zeteo. It's so special. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and Zeteo is pretty much what we're going to talk about for the rest of our first ever of this season, Pass the Salt podcast episode together. But Zeteo is like a big retreat for a bunch of youth groups, a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every February. And what's cool about Zeteo is that it is a whole drama that takes place and unfolds over the whole weekend. So you see this group of actors, they are playing different characters every year. It's a different drama, different plot every year with a different theme. And then we have worship and we have a speaker. Does that kind of capture it, you think?
Yeah.
But maybe right now, in the meantime, we can share with you some stuff from behind the scenes at Zeteo.
Yes, absolutely. That would be so fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, everybody. I am here with
Jack Hoover.
And I'm going to ask him, what are you most excited for today here at Zeteo?
To figure out what's going on with the play.
What's going on? And I am here with
Anada.
Anada, what are you most excited for here today at Zeteo?
Okay, not gonna lie, the drama, more trading cards, because I got 2 of Valor already, and I really want to get a secret one again.
Right, and I'm here with
Angie,
Angie. What are you excited for here today at Zeteo?
the music, and the dance.
Yes, for real. All right, and I'm here with
Aaron.
And Myra.
Aaron and Myra. What are you excited for here today at Zeteo?
I'm excited for the drama to get more and more confusing, and then all of a sudden be like, boom.
I'm really excited for the worship. That's always my favorite part, and I love the set list this year, so I'm really excited.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Alrighty, and I'm here with
Samantha.
Samantha. What was one thing about last night's session here at Zeteo that you really enjoyed?
I love the dances and seeing all the characters unfold.
All right, and I'm here with
Ethan and Quentin.
Ethan and Quentin. What did you like, Ethan and Quentin, about last night here at Zeteo?
Some of my favorite parts are probably the music and the dancing and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I liked the dancing, and I liked how we were able to sing along. And then I liked the storyline so far.
Oh, the storyline so far. All right, and your name is?
Aubrey.
Aubrey, what did you like about last night here at Zeteo?
Last night was my first time being here, and I really, really loved the drama and all that came with it. I think my favorite character was the princess.
Ooh, the princess.
I don't know.
Okay, and your names are?
Aubrey,
Aubrey and Audrey. I love your blanket, by the way. What is one takeaway that you have from last night's message?
you don't have to be what people want you to be.
When you're like lost in temptations and like doing things you probably shouldn't, like look for the light / God. Like just follow God and find God, and then you'll be on the right path.
Ready. And I'm here with?
Rory Shack.
Eric Houston.
And what are you both excited for today here at Zeteo?
To hear Cody.
To find out where the characters are going next.
Okay, and I'm now here with?
Sam.
Kylie.
Ooh, now tell me something, Sam and Kylie, that you've learned about God this weekend.
I've learned that He's always there for us whenever we need Him, and even when we don't feel like He's there. He loves us no matter what.
Yeah, so true. And I'm now here with?
Ben.
Josiah.
And now tell me, Ben and Josiah, what's one thing that you've learned about God being here this weekend at Zeteo?
That He doesn't have to be like with you in church. He can be anywhere in the world, and He'll be right there.
Yeah, so good.
You can't always tell when God's doing His work. Like sometimes it's very obvious, and other times you have to look a little deeper, and sometimes it's just not there at all. But
Wow. That was incredible.
Yes, it was. Zeteo was so fun.
So magical, truly.
That was
We
really
miss
fun.
it so much.
It's so fun every year. So Zeteo is kind of a weird word. It's Greek. It means to seek in order to find. And so that's what we hope, is that students and leaders seek the Lord and find God together at this event. So we have a theme every year.
Woo.
Now, when you're listening to this, Zeteo already happened.
Yes, yes, it did.
You've seen all the things. But if you didn't go to Zeteo and you're still listening, it's okay. We won't give any spoilers right now because you won't ever get to see it. So it really doesn't matter.
Right, yeah.
It's a one-time only event. But the theme this year was called Return. Ooh. And we've been excited about Return for a long time. But to refresh your memory or to introduce you to the concept of return, Hope, can you read us the description?
Yes, absolutely. Now, if you're paying attention, this was released on the Instagram. So if you are wondering any other little descriptions that were about return, feel free to check out the Instagram. But yes, so this was Remain. Remain was a summer. just cut that out. Come away to a place where reality and fantasy collide. A place where mundane struggles take the forms of villains and queens, where unprocessed emotions are revealed through mystic towers and deepest hurts are held in guarded keeps. In the world of Return, we invite you to unpack your heart and imagine your faith as a quest. Challenged by giants and shadows, Come away and remember the relationships that emboldened you, the stories that unraveled you, and the one who began an epic work in you that he intends to finish. At Zeteo 2024, we invite you to revisit defining moments, rely on those who love you, and return over and over to the light, the one who has been with you all along.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it so good? It was so good. What? Like, come on. I want to come away. Are you kidding me? Like, yeah, that's so good.
So basically, Hope, I want to ask you a couple questions that you are unprepared for because they're coming to me directly right now.
Okay, awesome. The best kind.
But you are one of our actors in Zeteo, so you portray a character, or maybe even more than one character.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh. Well, it already happened, so they know.
That's true.
But I want you to explain. So that description you read was like magical and whimsical.
Right.
Beautiful.
Yes. Absolutely.
But can you describe to us, like, practically, like, in a, like, one sentence, like, what happens in return?
Yeah. So basically, it is an opportunity for people in the real world to kind of take on an environment that helps them heal and process through things that have happened to them as a group and also just individually. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah.
And the way that they process, like, some things that they need to work through is they log into this, like, virtual reality.
Right. There's this VR game called Return.
Yes.
Reservoir Return.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're testing out this game that takes place in the reservoir. That's what they're returning to, so to speak. So what's cool about Zeteo is there's kind of like two worlds. There's this world we're here in right now.
The real one.
Yes, the real one. Maybe. And then there's also this like virtual reality they're all like logged into, and it's the reservoir. And it's like medieval times.
Yes.
Not really medieval times, but it's like a fantasy game, like Zelda or Narnia, something like that. And so your character was like the bad guy?
A little bit, yeah. She was a little bit of a villain.
She was the villain.
She was
Every
shown like a villain,
Zeteo needs a villain.
Yeah.
You guys, wasn't Hope amazing?
Oh,
Thank you. If you saw it, if you were there, then you are scared of her. She's scary.
No, I'm not scary in real life. I promise. I promise.
No, you're not. But like on stage, it's like, what? And if you weren't there, every video game has a challenge, and there's always a challenger, and there's a villain, and so Hope's character kind of fills that role, which is really cool. But what we're excited about is that for the rest of the month of February, now that Zeteo has happened, you just experienced, those of you who were there, experienced like a lot in 3 days.
True. It was packed.
It was packed with a lot of emotions and worship and messages and returning and a lot. So we want to take this month and just unpack it all.
Yes, absolutely. A little debrief, if you will.
Yeah, so we're going to begin our return series for this whole month. And so we're just going to look back at some of the little moments that different characters shared and that the different moments that the characters interacted with the light, which is how we portrayed God in this Zeteo, and in the Holy Spirit, and how they reacted and journeyed together and individually. And so we're going to dive into more of what you learned about that weekend. And then we're also going to have some interviews with the cast.
Yes, which is so exciting. I know a lot of us are very excited about that aspect, and getting to kind of talk some more about, a lot of things happened really quickly. And I think being able to kind of revisit some of those really sweet moments that, again, characters shared with the light, but also with each other, I think is going to be really, really sweet.
Oh, yeah. So for this podcast, we will be dropping episodes on Spotify and on YouTube every Wednesday.
Oh my goodness!
Starting today.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah. So like I said, all of February is going to be focused on returning to return. So next week, you're going to hear first of our 2 talkbacks, where you're going to get to hear from a group of our characters, and then another talkback on the 21st. And then on the 28th, you'll hear from our director, Christy
Yes.
Holiday, and our speaker from the weekend, Cody Sherry. He
Yes.
pastored us for the weekend and brought the word, so we'll hear more from both of them. So what we need from anyone listening
Yes.
is to help us out in the comments on YouTube or on our Instagram and tell us some things that you would like to hear from the cast.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, if you have any questions about their experience or anything from behind the scenes that you want to know, we would love to hear that from you. From here on forward, Hope, can you give us like a brief overview? Don't give anything away.
Okay.
But like,
yes.
what's our goal with this podcast after we're done talking all about Zeteo? Because then we're going to keep talking on Wednesdays. So what do you hope that we do?
I see what you did there with my name. Everyone does that. It's so fun. Yeah, I think I won't give away any, kind of ideas that we have for some future series. But yeah, I think it's just a really great opportunity to continue connecting with students and kind of find out what are things that we want to kind of talk more about or more dive into, and I think there's a lot of opportunity, and the Lord's been kind of showing me things that I thought I knew. One of those things it just will come up maybe later, so I don't want to give it away, but just one of those things where I feel like there's just so much more to learn and unpack, both about like the God that we serve and also those we serve alongside. And I think that is a really cool thing I'm excited about, and just continue to dive into the word and see what God has to say about, whatever it is we're going to focus on in that series. So yeah,
I echo it all. As
Sweet.
Christians
Love
love
it.
to say.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, we just want to have conversation and unpack some things that we feel like our generation and younger generations can dive deeper in their faith and maybe tackle some hard topics or just topics that maybe we don't talk about a ton. And maybe we'll have guests on sometimes. Sometimes
that's the hope.
it might just be us. We'll see. But we're so excited to spend Wednesdays with you.
Yes.
And to pass the salt with you. So until next time, we will see you soon.
Yes, sounds good. All right.
Bye.
Adios. Bye. 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 Okay.